Welcome to another video. This time we're talking about Navi and we're talking about s1mple. And okay, well, what can be said about Navi that hasn't already been said? We're going to talk about the Dust 2 game where s1mple just pretty much goes off. Um, decides just he's had enough of losing and it's time to start winning. And this is following a train game, which was their pick, and they do not get a single, not a simple round. They don't get a single round on the CT side of the most CT sided map against mibr, who I don't know much about them, but they're not a better trained team than Navi. I mean, Navi will probably, if not the best, one of the best trained teams out there. And so I think that they bring it to an 8-7 half, and then on their T side, so they get 7 rounds, and then that's all they get. But yeah, man, Navi. So hot and cold. It's just like sometimes they can be the best team in the world, beat Vitality, beat Astralis the same day to win the global finals of Blast. And sometimes they just shit the bed. But anyway, we're getting into the pistol round, and I remember this. So s1mple actually had like he had like one of the, because you normally the CT spawns are set, but for whatever reason, I think it's like when you connect and like disconnect and reconnect, you can get one of the spawns that aren't one of the starting 5. And he had a really good spawn for long, so he crosses to the pit without them knowing, but as you saw, he kind of whiffs the shots. But you know, pistol rounds, pretty random. Sometimes you just miss the headshots. Sometimes you get headshot with the pistols. There isn't a great deal of, I don't know, strategy, finesse. It's just sometimes they just feel random. Like even the best teams in the world, like Astralis, they can't win pistols. But anyway, Force by, he's going to solo the B side while the rest of the team is on A. And they're just going to kill everyone. Flaming gets one, but yeah. 1v4, what can you do now? Is he just gonna, I think he just saves in the end. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe like they even lost on train, really. It's just one of those things, like s1mple played okay, but I don't know what the issues were, just people not playing well. It seems like in this team, Flamey and Boomich and Perfecto, they can be very inconsistent in terms of performance. And when you got a player as good as s1mple, it can feel almost like a crime to be playing so bad when he's on the server, but catches the bolt slurk and just gets wrecked. A tiny gap in that smoke. Okay, but he's got the op now. Takes a heap of damage through that. Through the door spam. Gets one. Instantly traded though. And we're doing another POV demo with the Half-Life advanced effects. But yeah, when I'm watching this, I'm like, there's, you know, stop this. Stop this losing. Like, there's no way in the world Na'vi should be losing to mibr here. But I guess that's what Na'vi do. Sometimes they just absolutely, like, there's no explanation. They're not firing, not hitting the headshots, not, I don't know what it is, just sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're cold. Okay, looks like they're gonna go for the mid to B. Let's see if he's got the no armor dig, but he might be good for one. Electronic gets 2 on short. I think they're just gonna go short to A, and Yell catches him crossing. Alright, and this is the point basically where s1mple says, alright guys, enough losing. I'm sick of this. So that the T's actually boosted there, so you can boost over that toolbox. So even though we didn't see him, s1mple knew, like, just from where the bullets were coming from, he just knew what must be happening. But yeah, I think they go on to win 14 rounds in a row. And win the map 16-5 or something like that. But so we're basically just in for the s1mple pop-off, the s1mple show. The Undertaker. So right now what we want to learn is, how does he do it? How does he carry his team? Okay. I'm just gonna lose some time. 4v1. and bolts goes down after time. Nice. That's a good way to win your first round. 4 alive, you kill one after time. Really start eating into that T economy because it's 5 in a row that's really going to be built up. So you got to do everything. You got to play pretty much perfect CS. And that's what s1mple can do, and that's what we want to see. Being a CT AWPer, it's definitely, I'd say it's definitely harder than being a T-side AWPer on Dust. And that's just, wow. He actually catches a bullet there. Yell must have had an AWP. But yeah, the timing's pretty good there. So just as he's, wait, what was that? Did he get scared by Boomich's feet and shoot? Almost shot Boomich in the foot? I don't know. But yeah, that peek into T-spawn, it's I mean the timing was good there, but just the crosshair placement. I think I came into B and dead. No chance. Yeah, I think he must have just got tagged through the tagged from the op from Yell, so kind of unlucky really. Must have hit him through the door because he didn't take a fight anywhere else other than mid against Yell, and then just catches the guy crossing the B doors. Very tight angle he's holding there. I guess he's expecting a... Yeah, like I was saying, I find it quite hard to be like a CT AWPer, like just playing around these like mid angles around the Xbox and short and T-spawn. I think I mentioned it in my video where I have a really good T-side after my first video about the ecstasy game, we'll call it, and how I just was really in the zone. I talk about AWPing on the CT side, and about like peaking T-spawn, like the T-spawn AWPer, because like lots of T-AWPers. Electronic gets the first guy. Okay, missed that guy, but doesn't matter. Like T-spawn is such a strong angle, a strong position for the AWP that you can really just sit there for a lot of the round, just watching rotations, trying to get damage through the doors, get some picks on the AWPer. Like it's way easier for the T-side AWPer just to hold the gap in the doors than the CT AWPer trying to peek into the gap, because like without the info of where he is. Like, he could be left side, right side, suicide, top mid, left or right side, could be anywhere. So you gotta peek, spot him, adjust, shoot, and all the T-side AWPer has to do is just hold the angle. So just being good at all those angles, knowing what to hold. You gotta have your flicks, obviously, simple, known freeze flicks, known freeze aim, so pretty good. Just catches, just sees, spots him, but no damage there, I don't think. So we're playing a 3-stack on short here. Giving up long completely. And yeah, that was pretty nice. So it's the mid to B split. Here's a bunch of footsteps running out mid. Just gets the one. Yeah. So far so good. So it knows they don't have an AWP that round, so he can get really aggressive for that. Sits in the doors for the run out, and then it's a shooting gallery here for Flamey and s1mple. I'm just watching him with the AWP, like he's just like he knows the angle before he even peeks it. He like has the crosshair ready. Just so used to all these angles. And that's really pretty much what AWPing is. It's just holding angles. Trying to spot them. Pretty slow on the fast cat, but still good. And he's just like a hunter or something, just scanning each angle, slowly peeks, you know, has in mind what he's going to peek, peeks it, checks it for any sign of movement or anything, and ready to flick and shoot at any time. Really locked in, really focused. And that's something that I think s1mple has said in the past, is that like how he's so good is that he says he tries 100, or at least he tries to try at 100% focus, 100% kind of commitment. Doesn't matter if it's matchmaking, doesn't matter if it's FBL, doesn't matter if it's the grand final of the major or something. He's trying to win. Just pops his head up. That's all you need. And this smoke that he's thrown here at the elbow, it's kind of a recent thing. I don't know who did it first. Maybe it was s1mple. But it just gives you a couple. You're either being, it's quite open to be on short here. And wow, okay. But like you don't want to be deep in short because you can't really stop them coming into the site. And it's quite easy to smoke and molly off that being deep on short. But if you're around the elbow, around the ninja box, so you drop that smoke, like you can really stop them coming into the site, and that's when the T's are at their most exposed. But you're also quite exposed at the elbow, so a flash, you know, you can just get traded 1-for-1 if you're gonna play around there. But dropping that smoke allows you to be quite, you know, it gives you a couple of angles to play around. You can peek the left or right side. You saw he peeked the right side to catch the jump up. Peek the left side to catch him on the ramp, run up. Can hide in ninja. Can hide in the smoke if you get flashed. But yeah, just staying calm, staying focused, staying watchful. And Yell walking out long with the bomb. And this is such a... like, that's fish in a barrel for s1mple. Running out bedroom with AKs. While he's holding the angle. It's 5v1. So again, he knows they're going to be eco, so he's going to peek. Really aggressive. That's another thing I said in that Dusk game. The follow-up game to my first video. I said about how when you gotta peek, like when you peek T-spawn, like when you're gonna get aggressive, is really when you know that they don't have an AWP. Like that's the time to, because it is like it's a lot of information you can gain from mid, and like a lot of easy frags, especially if they don't have an AWP. And that's when you should peek, and that's when like device and stuff will peek. Because it's just a risk you don't want to take. Like, it's an easy shot for anyone. I'm sure you've played your matchmaking games, you've been T-spawn with the AWP and they've tried to peek you and you're holding the doors and you just click mouse 1 and that's it. So it's really when you want to take your risks. And people think, like, I really want to dispel the notion that s1mple is some kind of reckless risk-taking player. He's not. He's super solid. Like, he'll take risks, but they're calculated risks. And he's just a smart, solid, all-round player. Like, you don't get to be the best just being, like, some flashy, no-scoper, knife attempting, I don't know, crazy Ukrainian. Like, yeah, you can be good, but you're not going to be the best doing that. And that's what, I don't know, idiots in Twitch chat think that s1mple is, but, you know, he's super solid. And we're seeing that now. He's just, like, what? He hasn't really taken a risk. And really 9 rounds in a row. Like when he's peeking, it's when they have deagles. When they have... And Flamey. Beats him. Too quick. So they double peek Flamey and s1mple. Catches Yell. And that means they can just go straight for some... well, once the guy holding mid is dead, you can get aggressive. So you see Electronic run up mid for some info, dies without a kill, so not great, but you can understand why he's thinking he can get away with that, and s1mple at the same time is pushing lowers with the AWP, so I guess you can call this a risk, but... Oh, and he just catches as they're walking into B. Perfect timing. They have no idea. And even the 2v1, just going to play it safe. Let him get the bomb down. Go back with your teammate. Use your utility. You got 2 flashes and a molly. Sends in Boomich with the flashes and just delete it with the deagle. Gets the info where he was from Boomich. And even if he takes either of them down, like the other's got the trade, so if he somehow switches over to watch window and kills s1mple, Boomich has got the trade, and if he gets Boomich, s1mple there for the trade. Just super solid CS. Like I said, he takes some risks, but they're calculated risks. Damn, so he's got the Sapphire Butterfly on T side and the Ruby Butterfly on CT side. Really with the flex of the skins. 2 different, got the red gloves and the blue gloves as well to match. Electronic with the P250 drop. This is a dangerous game, fighting s1mple. With the P250 quite accurate. Electronic's gonna get him. In the meantime, I think it was Perfecto and Boomich went out mid, and they got 2, and then Electronic got the last guy on the site. And just killing the rotators. No chance. Got the scout, the blood in the water, another nice skin. And we're just gonna watch. You know, we're gonna hold the spawn. Not hold spawn. Well, we are holding spawn, I guess. Holding the doors is what I meant to say. And this is what I'm talking about. Just so much information. Like, CT's got to use a smoke just to cross safely. And that's 1 smoke out of the CT's hand at every single round. So you're playing 4 smokes. And smokes, they're valuable on the CT side. You can only buy 1 in the round, so even if you throw oh. Just dream and yell if you think you're gonna challenge s1mple, like gets the first one, tries to run back to safety, no chance. Straight through the box. And Flamey knows who's boss. Drops him the Galil so he can entry the side as well. I mean, I guess you gotta go for the information if you yell. You can't be scared. But when it's simple on the other side, maybe you should be a little scared. Dink and dead. And too easy. We're gonna watch the whole game because, I mean, it's simple and he's nuts and he goes 28 for 9 this game. Ouch. Catches a dink. But simple ain't scared. Shoot him in the head. Just gonna spit out that bullet. Keep fighting mid. Use the deagle. It says peek me again. Come on. And, okay, gets peeked from short. But the team's got it. Interesting. Drops the decoy. I've never... Decoy plays from simple. Decoy new meta. So he's drop it in T-spawn to trying to fake the CTs into thinking that he's spamming the doors. Spamming the cross. Trying to get a lucky timing or something. But he actually gets aggressive down suicide. And they probably should have an AWP this round. But I guess he just knows that it's probably unlikely to be peaked from CT, from the AWPer. AWPer wants to play things a bit safe. Oh, okay, fails the util. Some interesting flashes coming from Navi, but Boomich with the double entry onto the side, and that's all she wrote. Yeah, they did have it. So Yell had the AWP, but yeah, like I said, they've lost 13 rounds in a row. It's unlikely that Yell is going to go for the peak. The peak into simple at T-spawn. Like I said, it's not a risk that you want to take when they have an AWP. Just a little gimmick that he's trying to maybe catch the CTs unaware. But maybe it's something you can try in your matchmaking games or something. Just drop a decoy in. Bit of misinformation, see if you can catch a CT unawares. 14 rounds in a row. And even though they dropped the smoke, there's really no reason not to hold it, not to try and catch any bit of information. Any kind of mistake the CTs make at the doors, at the cross. Xbox smoke. And he just throws that to just try and keep one CT, keep the AWPer maybe think that they could be short, it could be an A split, but they're all going to come from long. Another interesting flash. What is with Navi at failing flashes? looks like Yell's got that same smoke. Boomich tilted. We're into the 3v1. So this isn't exactly the smoke that, like, he drops it more, and he saw the other one too. Oh my god. Isn't exactly the same smoke, but same idea, right? You drop it so you can play, and he spots it. Spots him on the ramp, knows where he is. This is almost like my 1 HP clutch. Holds the same kind of angle, but somehow misses the shot. You would have thought s1mple has that every day of the week. But yeah, you see the power of that smoke. And s1mple's tilted now. He knew he should have had that round. The 3v1. Catches the AWPer. Going for the long peek. SHZ, no chance. And Bolts does eventually trade, but it's 3v4. Oh no, 3v3. Boomich went down 2. Didn't catch how that happened. But it was basically the s1mple take along by himself while the rest of the team goes B strategy, and works like a charm. 15-6. Holds the top of that smoke because people sometimes they'll drop that close smoke and then try to peek over it. It's another way to have that fight. So waits for him to pop up before he shoots there. Interesting. Because you can see like the top of their heads, but I don't know, sometimes that's weird. Like you can see their head and you shoot their head, but like you're really just shooting their hat, and sometimes it doesn't like count as a kill. But into the 3v3 on the B side. One more kill to s1mple. And that's it. GG. Yeah. Oh, then we're looking at the train here. So, as you can see, like, I mean, Perfecto, I think he played B. Flame, he didn't have a great game either. And this bit of an overperformance from Yell and SHZ. But yeah, Dust, 28 and 9. No chance. 1.83 rating. s1mple just decides they're gonna win this game, and they do. And look at the carry, it's unreal. Anyway, I thought that was quite an interesting game. Good to have a s1mple demo for the channel. You know, he's the best player in the game, in my opinion anyway. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.